Patriot TV. We have a real special episode this evening with all of the hoopla over our Independence Wrestling program. I've got Coach Cliff Warden with me, and Cliff, I know when I was here when the school was built. I was in the second graduating class. Donnie Ray was the very first state champion. It's 1977. I knew Donnie really well, and Independence has got a decent history of wrestling, and I know a lot of your regular sports fans, they follow football and basketball and baseball, and they may not follow wrestling as close, but in this area, wrestling's pretty big. Tell everybody a little bit about where you come from, where you came up through the wrestling ranks, and where you went to college and all that.
Well, it did start here in this field house, 3rd or 4th grade. I hate to say it, but I don't think I made the basketball team. I tell these guys sometimes I got kicked out of choir, but that wasn't the case. Nonetheless, I started youth league wrestling, and it's one of those things, wrestling, you either love it or you hate it. It's a lot of work, it's grueling, and but if you love it, I mean, you're just there, you're a fixture, and if you do it long enough, you start to understand at this sport how much it can make you grow as a person and how much it'll help you out in life, because the battles that we face in your mind and your heart in the wrestling room are battles that you're going to face in life. And I started with the Sophia youth team, of course, and then I wrestled at Stokoe Junior High, actually, and won a WSAZ title. The only year that we were allowed to go to WSAZs, we finally, Stokoe made it there, and I won it as a 9th grader, and then that sort of planted the seed to win a big tournament on that stage, and of course I followed through in high school and wrestled. And what's bitter, or was bitter then, is sort of, I wouldn't say sweet, but I lost 2 matches in high school my last 2 years, both in the state finals. And so I never accomplished that ultimate goal of being a state champion. And now, like, that's one thing I'm geared, if a kid wants to get there, if it takes it waking up at 4:40 and being out here at 5 a.m. and drilling him 2 or 3 times a week, or giving him the extra weight training, we'll get him there. If he's got the grit in him to fight and want to get there, we can put him on top of the podium. And that's sort of what the motor that drives me. And for that reason, I felt unaccomplished in high school, and I went on to college at Edinboro. Not a lot of people here know a lot about Edinboro. It's about 15 miles south of Lake Erie, straight up 79. Morgantown's halfway there. But Bruce Baumgartner, who's won 4 medals in the Olympics, 2 golds, bronze, and silver, and there was a guy there, Lou Roselli. Both of those guys were on the 96 team when I was in college, so I had 2 of my coaches were on the Olympic team.
Wow.
We went. That's when the Olympics was down in Atlanta, and we went down there. But I wrestled under really good guys at Edinboro that continued my love and drive for the sport. And I knew then, when I'm getting a teaching degree, when I leave there, I'm going back to Coal City and I'm going to start something special. And lucky, I struggled and we fought a little bit as far as landing on top for a long time, actually. And then as some of my friends, Hart got into it, then I actually coached bowling. Coach Jamie Bowling won his title, and he came back from West Liberty, wrestled college at West Liberty. He got into it, so we started adding numbers on the coaching staff that know the sport really well. And then from there, instead of wrestling 4 months out of the year, we started wrestling 6, 8, 10 months out of the year, and then that's when we really started to flourish.
Well, I know this past year we had Noah Adams, who hadn't played football for several years, come out and play football, and I mean the guy stepped on the field was an incredible shit. There was no need to condition Noah. And so I got to sit in on your practice there, and like I told you, I mean, I've been involved. My kids been involved in everything for baseball, basketball, volleyball, track, and all that. And I've been to a lot of practices, and I coached 16 years myself. I don't think I've ever been in a wrestling practice before.
Yeah.
And that's I think it's a different level of discipline, a different level of commitment, and I mean, I was tired in there watching these guys after going at it. You guys have been here for a while, and time to sit down and you're just pushing them to keep going and going. I can see where success is coming from that kind of a practice theory.
Yeah, and it's sort of, it's 2 days before the big match. Parkersburg South's coming up in Huntington, so we sort of dialed back just a little bit, but day in and day out, you've got to try to push your body to do things that your mind don't want to let it do. Your mind's what breaks, and we've got that message. Our kids know that your mind will tell you can't do this, you can't do this, and if you push hard enough, I mean, you can get through that, because it's like a football game, when adversity hits you and one team ends up sort of controversy and things start going bad for them, they crumble, you might say. It's if you learn to push yourself through the wall, then you get to watch the other guy crumble instead of you being the one that does the crumble.
And you just said we got a big match, a home match, Thursday. You got Huntington and Parkersburg South coming here. South's #1 team in AAA, and I think Huntington's #6 in AAA. Pretty competitive. I know both teams going to have a few guys out for different reasons, but should have nice to have a good crowd here Thursday to root these guys on before they get ready for states and regionals.
Right. Shoot, Parkersburg South. I haven't. I've looked at them, as far as how we're going to beat them. I look at the names, but I would say between South, Huntington, and us, there's probably at least 8 to 10 predicted state champions going to be in our gym Thursday night. And some of these guys are going to be going head to head. There's a friend of mine, Robert Rash, whose son was the only 3-timer, and of course Jacob's getting ready, hopefully, to mess that record up. We was talking, man, I'd pay $5 to see that match, or I'd pay $10 to see that match. And we got up to about an $80 ticket because of the different matchups. And one of the marquee matchups you're going to see is Jacob Hart with 3 state titles is probably going to move up and wrestle Allman, who's got 3 state titles. Hagan Harvey's top 3 AA. He's going to jump on a Heinzman from Parkersburg South, who's the #1 kid, AAA, and just all through there, all through the lineups. I mean, it's ranked kids, as you may or may not know, most all of our guys are in the top 3 or 4 in the rankings, and then South's got a bunch of guys picked to win it, and I mean, they're as dominant AAA as we are, and we're gonna
Probably going to be a better match than you'll see in the States, because they're not going to wrestle against us in the States because they're a different class, right?
Right.
And not only the ticket price, but no gas and no turnpike toll. So just come out. So we'd like everyone to come out Thursday for the tri meet. And Coach, man, I wish you the best and good luck.
All right.
You're doing an awesome job. Everybody around here, obviously, guys getting press in the paper. We've been doing this Patriot TV since this past fall, and man, I've got to get in here at least one time and get you guys, and maybe I'll get you one more time around the state tournament and follow you guys up there. And but just wish you guys the best. Congratulations on what you've already accomplished, and excited to see you guys keep moving.
Yep, we appreciate you covering us. I know every kid likes to see themselves on the big screen.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you, and hopefully we get a lot of support out Thursday night. And Huntington's a nice trip, and come down Friday to Huntington, and semifinals are always something. Saturday, everybody's wrestling. Saturday's a place winner, so I mean, you really get to see some good wrestling in Huntington. A lot of our guys will be wrestling.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Thanks again. Appreciate it, and good luck. It's Randy out for Patriot TV. Let's go Patriots. All right, this is Randy Hunt. I'm here with Patriot TV. We got a special segment today with our wrestling team, and been inside the practice. I was just telling Coach Cliff that I've been in baseball, football, basketball, volleyball. I've been in a lot of different kind of sports involved. I've never really been involved in wrestling, and to sit through one of your practices, I'm beat. I'm wore out right now. I know, so I can see where you guys, where Coach is getting so much success out of this program. The practices, does it get any easier?
They never get easier, just harder.
Harder. Okay. These guys are seniors. They're just a couple weeks away from state tournament, and they have been down the long road with Cliff Warden and the Independence Wrestling Team, which is just continually just producing a dynasty of state titles. We're not expecting anything less this year. Hart, Mr. Hart, you're going for number 4 in a row. That's the school record. What's going through your mind about all that?
I'm just excited to go out and get it and kind of get it over with and go to the next level.
And next level for you is?
College. I don't know where I'm going to wrestle yet, but I'll probably decide that next month.
Okay, next month. Noah, I know you're going to college, and we've kind of talked about that before, but looking forward to going to Morgantown.
I am. Sammy Henson's a great coach, and he's been in my ear about there, so I feel like if I work hard, I'll have a lot of success up in WVU.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure they've been following you pretty closely. This Thursday, you guys have a big meet. I believe it's Huntington and Parkersburg South. Is that right? What do you? I don't know who you guys are facing. Are you? I know is Huntington number 1?
Parkersburg South is number 1.
Parkersburg South's number 1 in AAA, and Huntington's AAA number 6. So what are you expecting the Thursday night?
We'll be down a few guys, but I definitely think we can still pull the win. And it'll just take a couple individual wins from our guys, maybe a couple upsets, but we can definitely get the win.
Yeah. So we're gonna be down a couple wrestlers.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're the 220, the heavyweight. Who you taking on?
I think his name's Dalton Fullerton. Their varsity guy that got hurt, so he's filling in for them.
Okay.
So they have a couple people out just like we do, but I think our guys can wrestle hard and go out there and get a win.
All right. Hopefully we'll get a good crowd here. I've been a couple of wrestling matches. It gets pretty crowded in our gym. Anything you want to say? Bring the fans out.
Show some love for your hometown. That's about all I got. Just come out there and watch us. Hopefully we'll pull out a W for you guys.
Yeah, it should be an exciting goal. Just come out and support your Patriots.
All right, man. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you both. I follow you through football and wrestling now. And man, I know we were just talking a minute ago. It's hard to believe your 4 years go so fast. And yeah, that's okay. Enjoy it. Enjoy it while you can. Ride this thing as long as you can and enjoy it. Appreciate both of you. All right. Thanks. What's Randy Hunt with Patriot TV?